Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are in Santa Barbara Design Center looking at the fascinating history of decorative Buddha statues. An extensive and colorful physical description of the Buddha has been laid down in the scriptures. A Kshatriya by birth, he had military training in his upbringing and by Shakyan tradition was required to pass tests to demonstrate his worthiness as a warrior in order to marry. He had a strong enough body to be noticed by one of the kings and was asked to join his army as a general. He is also believed by Buddhists to have 32 signs of the great man, one of which being blue eyes. The Brahmin Sanandana described him as handsome, good-looking, and pleasing to the eye, with a most beautiful complexion. He has a godlike form and countenance. He is by no means unattractive. After his death, it is believed that Buddha's cremated remains were divided and sent to 84,000 locations as honored relics. To this day, there are Buddha relics all over the world, even some in the United States. As time progressed, Buddha's teachings expanded beyond Eastern India. His influence spread across the Asian continent and touched millions. Now let's look at some decorative Buddha statues from a completely different part of the world as our last group. On this segment, we have two Buddhas from southern part of China. They are different than the last ones. As you had seen, those were Burmese Buddhas. They had gildings on them. These don't. They were meant for a special place in a temple, and they were set, as you had seen, they have bases that they were to be set on that special location. These were not. They were made to be moved around, or they just were later addition to a temple. They're quite old. This particular one, I would say between 100 to 150 years old, and this one definitely over 200 years old. You can see from the patina, this particular one has beautiful colors. As you can imagine, these 100, 200, 300 years ago, they used to have beautiful, bright colors. This one has some green in the head, has some blues, has some reds in the clothing. They are slightly more from humble, I want to say, origins. The other ones were made for wealthier temples. These probably not, but nonetheless they're very artistic. The features on the face, they are very dominant and very pleasing, very relaxing. As you know, this episode is about Buddha's importance in today's interiors. A lot of interior designers are using them to bring not only a beautiful statue and a beautiful piece of art to any room, but also it's very pleasing, very relaxing. And nowadays, with the ever-growing Buddhist population of Buddhist beliefs in our nation, more and more Buddhas have been used. I like this particular one because of its serenity. The face is white, the colors are nice, and on in a niche, it will look very pleasing. This particular one is older, and the face is so beautifully carved. You can see, this is all strokes of little chisel, and is in great condition for his age. Had some green, as you can see, also colors and reds here, but is worn off a little more. After this break, we will be looking at similarities and differences of decorative Buddhas from different scale point. Stay tuned. There are more Design Santa Barbara coming up soon.